Hi friends, this is Shinu. Hope all are doing well, and this time in Flavors of Life we are going to make a tea time snack which has so much of memories of my childhood and it has so much of nostalgia to carry out with me. It is a spicy mixture. If you belong to a South Indian household, you might know how much you can relate to this snack. I never knew I could make it at home. Making the snacks has literally gave me a lot of beautiful memories which I'll be sharing it with you as we make the recipe. It is quick, of course it is a fried snack. So for that we will be adding 1 cup of basin into a bowl, basin flour, and to that add around a pinch of asafoetida powder, and then of course salt to taste, and a teeny bit of turmeric powder for that bright yellow sunny color, and then goes in 2 tablespoons of rice flour for all that crispiness which is found in that beautiful snack, and then quarter teaspoon of chili powder and water. You have to make it to a sticky dough consistency. It should be really soft. You can see it is sticky, but this is how it should be, or it might not come from the mold. We will start prepping up the stainless steel mold to make the save. I'm using this save mold which is really small holes. We'll oil it around so that it does not stick and make a mess. As you can see, just do it as I show in the video. If you apply oil in your hands, the dough is not going to stick to your hands. As you can see, make it into cylinder shape, put it inside the save mold, and we are going to make the save. Make sure the oil is medium hot because you're just going to have your hand for a little while above the oil. It might burn you. And don't overdo, don't keep pressing over and over again. Just one layer of it will do. This will get cooked off very quickly. I would say just 1 minute on one side, another minute on other side. This will become crispy very quickly. If you want to do a check test, you can just tap the spoon over the save and it will be really crispy and hard, and that point of time you have to take it out. If you leave it longer, it will become very hard. See, this is done. I am going to make the remaining dough in the same way and I'll show you. See, I have finished all that. We will let this to cool down on another side. It's very crispy. We will later on break it and make it into the save. We'll move on to the next part of it, that is making the little tiny bubbles. For that, to the another bowl, we'll be adding around 1 cup of basin flour again. My 1 cup is 250 ml, and then goes in a quarter teaspoon of baking powder, and then of course asafoetida powder, and then yes, of course turmeric powder for that bright sunny color, and salt and water. This batter consistency should be like an idli batter consistency. I'll just show you. Keep adding water. You can look at it and understand what consistency it will be in. It should rather not be very runny and not be very thick. Keep adding water until you reach the consistency I show you. Make sure it's lump free, as like for the every batter should be. It should not have lumps. Keep mixing, keep adding water. Of course, I'm using the parallel attachment of my blender. I love that whisk. Look at the consistency right now. It's almost a dosa batter. If I have to say precisely, I'm not sure. You can just look and understand. This is how I'm going to make it. With the spoon which has little holes in it, I'm going to pour it, and look at that rain of little bubbles into the oil. My bubbles are not very perfect, but it tastes perfect. So if you want to make really good bubbles or good round bubbles, I think so you have to get that bakery thingy which will produce good bubbles. If you're making at home, this would do. Even this will cook quite fastly. This was around, it took 2 minutes for me if I have to be exact. And that is also done and fried and kept aside. Let that cool down. Meanwhile, we are going to fry something other which is going to be added into it. This is quite optional. We are going to put little garlic. I love garlic in my mixture. So I am adding around 3 to 4 garlic which has been sliced and now fried and taken out. When it's golden brown, take it out and keep it aside on the same tissue paper. We are going to just mix everything together, so you can just put it in the same bowl. And then time for the curry leaves. A handful of it, if I have to say around 30 to 40 leaves. Fry it until crisp and keep it aside, and then goes in the peanuts, which is very very important. I love picking peanuts from my spicy mixture, so add according to your taste. And then goes in cashews. You can also add fried gram. Fry it and keep it aside. Now it's time to powder it. Make it into break it into the save consistency. Look at that. You can just make it. It was really crispy. It was literally poking my hands. Then add every other fried items into it. All the nuts, peanuts, and everything whatever we fried. Give it a good mix with your hand. Normally in the bakery style they will actually toss the container, which is very dangerous for me. I'm going to put everything down if I do that. So, and then goes in, if you want a little more spicy, you can just add chili powder. And then as a fotida, you can also add little chaat masala and sugar to this if you really want it, or you can just add these two. Keep mixing it. Because there is chili powder, I preferred initial mix with the spoon, and then go ahead, mix with your hands. Hands are the best. It gives the best taste which you could ever taste. It was so crispy. I am sad actually I could not make you hear the noise it was making. That's all. Your spicy mixture is ready to serve. It'll be good in an airtight container. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. Stay healthy, stay happy. Bye bye for now.